strike. That's its military function, isn't it?
It is an hard technology, and it must be returned.
What do you think of that?
Say so. You can't
Is it yummy?
weapons of mass destruction into our atmosphere. You're gonna have to clear customs first.
Is that good? Say.
Separates us from the animals.
The condescending tone.
So I have started just yesterday feeding her from her Kong. I've been feeding her 2/3 cups 3 times a day. So the Kong holds about 1/3 of a cup. This size does. So what I've been doing is mixing 1/3 of a cup with a little bit of water, freezing it for a couple of hours, and then I'll put peanut butter on top. So when I get a few more of the Kongs, I'll, have them lined up. Oh, also you have to clean it after each use, of course. They can get pretty funky up in there, huh, girl? Can get pretty funky up in there. Now, I give Layla her Kong in her crate because we're still working on potty training. And, I'm just having a little bit of trouble with that. So if she's not training or outside, she is in her crate. But she loves her crate. It's her bed, so she doesn't really mind it unless we leave her in here alone. Then she'll start crying. But if we're in here, she's okay with it. Even when we don't make her go in there, if she's tired, she'll go in and lay down. But she doesn't seem to mind her crate. She actually is the only puppy I've ever had that won't poop or pee in the crate. And even though this is much bigger than what they normally recommend you get one just big enough for them to stand up and turn around in. That way they don't poop or pee in it. But this is the crate that came with her, so we put her in there the first night. She didn't poop or pee in there, so we have been using it successfully for about 6 weeks now. No accidents except for once, and honestly she tried to tell us. She started crying, but it was like 4 o'clock in the morning and we didn't rush out of bed, and she had already had an accident. So hi, gorgeous. She also has a shock collar on. It also beeps and vibrates. We use the beep the most, obviously. Whenever I give her a command, I hit the remote and make it beep so she knows that sound means to listen. If she doesn't listen, I will make the command again and make it vibrate. Usually by the time it vibrates, she knows what's gonna come next. If she doesn't listen, so she pretty much listens every time. And then every once in a while we do have to shock her, but it's on the lowest setting. So so it just gives her like a little, hey, do what you're told. And like I said, that very rarely happens that we have to shock her. She listens really well. Like I said, the only thing we're having issues with is going to the potty. But in her defense, I think the reason we're having such problems is because I also have a Chiweenie who used the bathroom in our formal living room. And that's where Layla goes. If she does go in the house, she goes in there. And I think it's because she already smells pee in there. So she thinks that's where she's supposed to go. We're getting ready to pull our floors up. You see, we've already got part of them pulled up. We're pulling our floors up and putting new floors down. So pretty soon, hopefully, she won't be doing that anymore. But yeah, so far, we seem to like the Kong. She will sometimes get a little frustrated with it and start crying, but it gives her something to keep her busy and something to chew on so she's not being destructive. I did have a bed in her crate and she tore it up. So I put a blanket in there, and then we'll try another bed soon when she gets a little bit bigger and is maybe coming out of the chewing stage. Because right now she will pretty much chew on anything she sees. She was even chewing on firewood on my fireplace. I mean, literally anything she sees, she will chew on. Won't you, pretty girl? Yeah. So, yeah. y'all hit the subscribe button, and we'll be back with more adventures of Layla baby. Thanks.